Hello, this is Google Docs video 2. In this video, you're going to learn how to center, right, and left justify your text. You're going to learn how to change your font settings, how to add bullets, and how to highlight your text. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is actually shrink my screen a bit so that I can fit both of these on the same screen at the same time. So this is one thing that if you have a digital file that you're trying to look at rather than a handout, you can shrink so that you can see them both at the same time. Okay, so in order to center, right, and left justify, you're going to want to go under more. Now, unfortunately, because I shrunk it, my toolbar shrinks a little bit too. Like, watch, if I kept it out like this, see how it stays big? So maybe I'll just shrink it a little bit. Okay. So here are the justification buttons, and what it means when it says justify is the position and where your text goes. So for instance, let's type our heading, our MLA heading. So your MLA heading is your name, the teacher's name, the class name, and the date in day, month, year format. So we'll just do the first day of school, 09. Sorry, that's wrong. Yeah, 09, September 2016. 07 for crying out loud. All right, so it goes from smallest to biggest in MLA, and you'll learn that later. So right now it's left justified because you can see the left align button is highlighted. If I was to center justify it, it would just do the line that my cursor's on. But if I was to highlight the whole thing, it will center justify what's highlighted. It will right justify, or it'll put it in a format where you can't really tell, but if my lines went all the way over, it'd be a box format, almost like what a newspaper is, so that it'd all be lined up perfectly next to each other. Generally, your texts are going to be left justified. All right, so we've justified that. We can also change the font settings. Now, because I've already typed this, I want to highlight in order to change the font. Now watch, if I was to do it, right now it's Arial font. If I wanted to do it as Coming Soon font, notice how nothing changes because it's not highlighted. If I highlight it and then do that, now notice it changes to Coming Soon. Now most of you probably will not have Coming Soon or Architect's Daughter or Dawning of the New Day in yours because these are fonts that I've added to mine that I liked. So if you click on More Fonts, that will allow you to add fonts that fit more of your design style and creative style. However, MLA format is quite boring, so it usually has us do Times New Roman. They're in alphabetical order down here, and then they will put about the first 5 or the last 5 that you've used. So I'm going to go all the way down to Times New Roman. I could probably hit the T. Nope, I guess not. Okay, there's Times New Roman. And notice how it changed it to a different font. You can also change the size of your font if you wanted to. You can also have it do a predetermined font that is right here. So I could say this is heading 1, and it would do that for me. If I said it was a title, it already has it set as a certain font. And if you like yours to be a little different, Times New Roman 12 point, you guys could automatically default your heading 1 by saying apply heading or update heading 1 to match. So now every time you type something and you tell it to be heading 1, it will automatically make it this font and size. So I think that's kind of neat. Okay, so we've learned to adjust the font settings. Now we're going to add in learn how to add in some bullets. One way to add in bullets, again, if I had my screen bigger, it would probably be showing up if you notice. I pull it out. Oh, it still doesn't. If you go under more, you'll see that I can put numbers in and I can put a bulleted list in. So here's what it looks like when you put a bulleted list in. If I have nothing typed there and I hit enter, it will disappear. But if I say and hit enter, it will create a new bullet. But notice the font has changed, so if I want the font to be all the same, I would need to do that. Okay, let's see what else we have to do. We also need to learn how to highlight. So, in order to highlight, again, something has to be selected. And you would go over to, on the text color, and you can see that it says text or highlight. If I was to keep it on text, it would change the color when I selected it. Okay, if I'm going to keep it on highlight, it will highlight the text. So that's how you can highlight while typing. Okay, so your task is to create a teacher-specified heading left justified. Well, I've already shown you what that should look like. Make sure your date matches the day you're doing it. You're going to title your document, so you're going to put a title down here, and you're going to center the title and change the font. So remember, center it using the center justification and change the font to Syncopate. Then you're going to change the color of your name to your favorite color. And you can highlight it if you want to, but I want to know that you at least can change the font color. And then you're going to type the text, "My academic strengths left justified." And then you're going to make a list with bullets listing your 3 academic strengths under that title, "My academic strengths." All right, so make sure that you follow along with the tasks so that you do everything you're supposed to do. Enjoy!